The smell of cheap acetone from a factory floor lingers on your hands at 3 a.m. in a Queens basement. You track $30 million in S-grade shipments arriving weekly at Port of Long Beach. You pick up the untreated vachetta leather. Your fingers trace the edges. You place it under the industrial sewing machine needle. The machine whirs, a steady hum in the dimly lit workshop in a Los Angeles industrial park. You guide the material, stitching the precise 2.45 stitches per inch required for the classic flap bag. A supervisor walks past your station. He checks your output. You repeat the process for another 20 pieces. Your shift ends at midnight. Your daily rate is $120 cash. The global market for counterfeit goods is projected to reach $4.5 trillion by 2027. What happens when the stitching isn't perfect? You tell yourself this is how you learn the craft, how you understand mirror-grade construction from the inside. You examine rolls of calf skin in a downtown LA warehouse. You match the grain to authentic Epsom leather. A digital scale reads 0.8 grams for a buckle. You compare it to the genuine 0.82 gram piece. You log the batch from Guangzhou, China, into an encrypted spreadsheet. Your annual pay is $68,000, deposited into a numbered account. Customs and Border Protection seized $3.3 billion worth of counterfeit goods in 2022. You tell yourself the near-perfect replication is simply a matter of sourcing the correct supply chain components. You oversee 15 workstations in a San Gabriel Valley factory. You check heat embossing pressure on a blind stamp. The temperature gauge reads 180 degrees Celsius. You review the production schedule. 300 Birkin replica bags are due this week. They require specific chèvre goat leather. Major luxury brands spend an estimated $100 million annually on anti-counterfeiting measures. You dispatch instructions via secure messaging. Your annual compensation package, including output bonuses, is $115,000. You rarely leave the factory floor before 10 p.m. You tell yourself that efficiency in batch production ensures quality control, regardless of the brand's origin. You track a container ship, the MSC Amelia, approaching the port of Newark on a secure satellite map. Your phone vibrates. An incoming message reads, "Manifest clear." You coordinate the cargo's diversion. It is labeled generic textiles. It moves to a secondary bonded warehouse in Elizabeth, New Jersey. The shipment contains 2,000 S-grade handbags. U.S. Customs estimates nearly 60% of all counterfeit seizures originate from China. You arrange small batch distribution to drop shippers across the Midwest. What is left to obscure? Your yearly earnings are $220,000. You also receive a 0.5% cut on successful clearances. You tell yourself that mastering logistical redundancy is crucial for uninterrupted supply flow. You manage a network of 40 online vendors operating out of suburban storefronts and Instagram accounts in the greater Miami area. You review sales data for Superfakes from last quarter. Demand for Van Cleef & Arpels replica jewelry increased 15%. Social media platforms are a primary channel for counterfeit sales, while 70% of transactions are initiated via direct message. You approve payouts totaling $800,000 to your top 10 sellers. Goyard bags are considered a risky purchase due to high replica quality. You instruct a new vendor on client acquisition through encrypted forums. Your personal take is $450,000 annually from regional sales. You tell yourself that market penetration in high-demand luxury segments is the metric that truly matters. You sit in a private club in Manhattan. You are across from a sales associate. They work at a flagship Fifth Avenue luxury boutique. You discuss consignment opportunities for client returns. A specific brand's item exchanges hands. It is identical to a mirror-grade replica. You confirm the price, 40% of the authentic retail value. Industry reports indicate that insider collusion accounts for a significant portion of high-value counterfeit infiltration. You receive a list of 12 new internal contacts. These are from other high-end stores. Your annual compensation package exceeds $1.2 million. This is from placement fees. You close your portfolio. You receive a secure video call from a contact in Shenzhen. The screen shows a new authentication card printing facility. You confirm the exact font weight. You confirm UV ink consistency. You review real-time market intelligence. Demand for Tiffany & Co. replica diamond pieces surges. You approve a $5 million pre-order for a new production line. You coordinate with your financial controller. You structure shell company payments. You earn $3.5 million this year. The global anti-counterfeiting technology market is projected to reach $200 billion by 2028. Counterfeit luxury goods pose no direct health risks. You turn off the monitor. You watch data stream on your private screen, Central Park Penthouse. Millions in transactions scroll. Shipping manifests, inventory numbers, bank transfers. You make a single gesture. A $10 million transfer moves from a Delaware corporation to an offshore trust. The system operates. No sound. Counterfeits and piracy cost legitimate U.S. businesses over $200 billion a year. They contribute to 750,000 jobs lost. You stand up. The elevator doors open on the ground floor lobby of your Park Avenue building. A young man, early 20s, steps out. He carries a small, worn leather messenger bag and a takeout coffee cup. He scans the directory. You watch the security guard nod to him. What does he see in this space? The scent of rain from the street enters the building. The machine continues to turn, long after you stop watching.